Okay, this is episode number 3, and we're seeing how it's coming. And here's the cutting area again. Now here she is. She's got a roof on her now. I'll get back a little bit. And the window's in. I built the box on the front. And that's this side. I'm going to come around the other side. I'm working up on the gables right now. And also doing siding, vinyl siding. We went with a color called khaki. It's kind of a brownish, in the sun there you can see the color. It's kind of a brownish, a light, maybe tan, or it's called khaki. So I think the color looks nice in contrast with the red roof. If we get back a little bit here, we'll be able to see the red roof. Perhaps in contrast. And there's a skylight up there on the top. So let's go in a little bit closer. Our 6,000-pound axles. They got brakes, electric brakes in the axles. I got her jacked up, being held with these big scissor jacks. They're made for recreational vehicles, RVs, but that's what this is. So anyway, so we're getting the vinyl on. I'm going to go inside and take a quick look at the windows. Okay, we're in. And here's the windows in place. I'm looking out the window. Get a sense of the size. I'm doing the wheel wells at the same time. I'm boxing in the wheel wells. We're going to be insulating in these walls inside here with fiberglass. We're going to be putting 3.5 inches of fiberglass in these walls, right up to the joint right here. Right up here is where we're going to stop. Just past that joint, we're going to stop with the fiberglass. So from there down, it's going to be fiberglass. And then as soon as we get past that joint right there, we're going to go with the styrofoam. So the whole attic is all going to be insulated with styrofoam. Now this is into the bathroom here, and this over here is into the kitchen. Up in here, this is all in the kitchen area. So, and then we have the loft up here. Now there's the skylight up there in the top of the loft. I got to cut out a little bit bigger hole opening for that yet. I'm going to go up into the loft now. Now I need to put that window down there yet, that end. And of course these walls here need to be all styrofoamed with 3.5 inches of styrofoam insulation, including this roof up here. So I got my work cut out for me. Here's a window on this end. You get kind of a sense, there's a lot of headspace up in here. There's enough headspace where you can, instead of just crawling, you don't have to really crawl up here. You can actually almost walk upright. If it was a foot taller, you could walk upright. But you can like stoop walk up here rather than crawling, because there's so much headroom. Right to the corners over here, there's about almost 3.5, close to 4 feet of headroom. And up in the center here, it's even more. So you don't feel claustrophobic up here at all. There's all kinds of room in this loft, the way the roof is done. Now the roof was going to be a barn style roof. I had to change the truss design because of the 8-foot width to keep it within 8 feet. I had to cut the trusses down. If you look close at the trusses, you can see where I cut the eave off and I installed a replacement underneath. I had to recut the trusses and fix them so that they would come under 8 feet wide. Because the original truss design would have taken it, the eave would have extended out over the 8 feet. So I couldn't have that. But I still didn't lose any space in the inside. It still worked out like a barn with the same amount of roof area inside as a barn style. So that's why it yielded so much room up here in the loft, is because of the barn style type roof. They yield a lot more headroom than the standard type pitched roof. I think they go with like a 12-12 pitch on the standard style, or maybe even more, maybe 4. I don't know, maybe higher pitch than 12-12 even. But when you get over in this section, what they're doing is, I'll point right here. If you look right here between this joint and between this joint down here, what they're doing is they're cutting right across through here. They're cutting this area right off. So they're cutting off all that headroom in through there between here and up here, because the timber comes right across here. So you're left with a little small area where you can get up without bumping your head, but then as soon as you start to move toward the outer edge, you start clunking your head against the roof. And you don't have that problem with this design. So that's something good. Anyway, that's it for this update, and I'll be giving you further updates as soon as I get a little bit further along with this project.